Hello and welcome to a special video edition of TV Blackbox. Steve Molk is with me at the other end of the world. Hello, Steve.
G'day, Rob.
Now, Steve, the reason we're doing this is because there are some big ratings to talk about from yesterday. Let's start with the Today Show. It did a dismal 168,000 versus Sunrise's 287,000. This is diabolical.
Yeah, there's no spin that you can put on this. Not a lick of paint, not a cast change even that I think is going to solve this for Nine. And I know that they are still working through making this function, Rob. But when you're pulling less than 170 now, and I know that when they pulled 170-something just last week, we said that's the end of the sky's fallen, Chicken Little. It's just getting lower. That's horrible numbers.
Well, the question becomes, how low can it go and how long can they say we're in it for the long term? You know, television is all about immediacy, and the fact that they're not getting any traction with this new team, and I mean by team, I mean on air and behind the scenes, this is a real issue.
Look, what's the new threshold? Is it 160? Is it when we dip below that it's a problem and we have to act? Is it 150? I don't know where we fall, and I think you're right. We need to find... it'd be great to hear what Nine are going to do as far as their plans for if this doesn't work. And you'd have to think that it's a behind-the-scenes change before it's an on-screen change.
Yeah, I think on-screen changes would be very difficult at the moment, but I still don't know how you come back from it because you've launched a team. So no matter what content you change at the moment, a viewer's going to come and have a look. It's a really difficult situation. And we've also got Shane Crawford admitting yesterday on Studio 10 that he has been approached for the sporting role. He made it very clear he has a lot to think about this week. So despite denials from Nine, there is no doubt he's been made an offer, and he spoke to the Herald Sun about it as well, admitting pretty much he's admitted to the whole thing.
The worst problem for Nine is that they absolutely want all of this scuttlebutt and conversation around Today to stop. They want to allow it to grow and find its audience and do all of that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. The problem is when the ratings are this bad and there's still so much sort of consternation stories to be dug up around who was supposed to have roles or who's been approached to have roles, and that's still spinning. There's so much interest in the demise of the show, and it's horrible to think of it that way, but that's where the colour is. It's not in how well Sunrise are doing. There's nothing being written about what's happening with Sunrise, and it's off the pace from what it used to be pulling, plus 350, nearly 400.
Yeah, but it's still a winner, and that's what counts in this day and age. Tell me about the ratings yesterday in general regarding primetime. Married at First Sight had another cracker of a night.
Yeah, massive numbers. 1.205 million viewers pulled 5 City Metro for Nine, and that was just a massive result, which gave a great bump to Bad Mothers, though it lost half that audience. Bad Mothers premiered to only 691,000 viewers. Admittedly, it's sort of 10 past 9. But what it looks like is most of those viewers turned over to watch the back end of Dancing with the Stars, which premiered up against it and ran for nearly 2.5 hours. So its average pulled in at 621,000 viewers. Now, that's behind My Kitchen Rules, but My Kitchen Rules only pulled 709 last night. So less than 100,000 viewers.
So is that a good figure for 10?
I think it's great for a 2.5 hour premiere of a show that we've had 15 seasons of before on another channel. That's
sure, but the thing I noticed was that 10 lost in the primary channel shares to the ABC last night, and I guess with a big launch program of Dancing with the Stars, that's an issue.
There's no question that they would have wanted plus 800, plus 900 for Dancing. I'm going to say up against Married at First Sight and MKR, it was unlikely to get it, though most of the numbers that they've picked up have come from seemingly My Kitchen Rules viewers. 709 is nearly a series low for 7.
Yes, but going back to that fact, shouldn't 10 have done better on a primary channel share? Now, having said that, on network share, it did beat the ABC. But on primary channel share, I guess I was shocked that it didn't beat the ABC last night. 9 and 7 I expected. They're stronger competitors and they've got 2 juggernauts on air. Even if My Kitchen Rules has lost its shine, it's still a big performer. But I guess I would have expected 10 to at least beat the ABC in primary channels.
709 is not a big performance, let's be fair, even in this sort of allowances kind of time. The benefit to 7 and 9, of course, is that they have high-rating news services that run from 6 till 7. ACCA smashed Home and Away's return, and that's not great news for 7 additionally. 10 have got Pointless, which they've already announced. No, sorry, we've already determined that is going to be cancelled. The Project is still struggling. That led into Dancing, that did pretty good, given that it's a really long show and that it ran past My Kitchen Rules and Married's Finish. So like I said, a whole bunch of viewers came over from those shows to watch the back end of Dancing, and then it fell away to nothing. There was nothing after it as far as ratings went. And even Instant Hotel for 7 suffered. No one hung around to watch that.
It's very to tell. Thank you very much. And for more, you can go to tvblackbox.com.au. We will have all the latest ratings wrap-ups plus exclusive stories like we always do. Molk, thanks very much. Where can we find you on Twitter?
You can find me at Steve Molk on Twitter, all the socials, and of course, writing for tvblackbox.com.au, and tune in, catch the podcast.